In 1904, I arrived with a trainload of American engineers, hauling dynamite, steam drills, and death certificates. The jungle around Cologne wasn't just thick, it was hostile. Vines moved when no wind blew. Trees bled sap that smelled like rot. Every night, the jungle talked. They warned us, the French tried. Thousands died. But we were Americans. We thought we could conquer anything. Our camp was built on old ground, some said sacred, others said cursed. Bridges groaned like they remembered screams. Workers moved like ghosts already dead. Even the sky above seemed gray, as if the sun didn't dare shine there. Back in the 1880s, they arrived with optimism and fine wine. They left in coffins, or not at all. Entire teams disappeared. Locals whispered that they'd awakened something buried, and it didn't like the taste of Europeans. We came with steel and arrogance, brought our own coffins too, ready-made. Within weeks, malaria swept the ranks, but it wasn't just fever that was killing them. Some began scratching at invisible things. Others wandered off in the night, whispering in tongues they'd never learned. The dead didn't stay long in their graves, not in one piece. The ground rejected them, pushed them back up, faces twisted. One doctor claimed the soil carried more than bacteria. He said it remembered and hated. That voice came from beneath my bed, not loud but deep. A whisper that folded through walls and shadows. It told me about the locks we were building and what they were holding back. Beneath a clearing near Culebra, a crew struck stone, not Inca, not anything human. A circle, etched with symbols that throbbed when touched. Vines recoiled. The air got colder even at noon. We dug deeper, and the earth began to fight back. Trenches howled. The red mud turned slick like blood. One morning I found my boots filled with teeth. It started with tools left mid-use, then tents, still zipped, filled with no one. Breakfast left warm, and always that soft humming. In the trees, like something counting. Father Martillo wasn't from any diocese we knew. He wore a rosary made of teeth, and his eyes looked like they'd seen the world die once before. He begged us to stop, told us we were building a mouth, not a passage. It was there at night. I descended with a lantern and nothing else. The lock went down further than anything we'd built. Walls oozed black. Water moved sideways. My light barely held. Paintings on the chamber walls showed steamships, tanks, missiles, even satellites, all long before their time. At the center was a figure with no face, opening the sea with its hands. Blood ran from its mouth. Suddenly, the chamber flooded. The water glowed green, alive with screaming faces just under the surface. I swam upward, each stroke heavy like my limbs were being judged. The others said I seemed normal, but I couldn't hear my own thoughts anymore. Just whispers and hunger. My dreams were no longer mine. They held the ceremony, cut the ribbon, but the ground pulsed red for days. The engineer said it was natural gas, but I knew it was breathing. They glide through the canal at night. Their cargo is steel and oil, but also memories. Ghosts pacing on deck, whispers trailing behind the stern. The water trembles beneath them. My journal holds everything. Maps, drawings, names of the ones taken. Pages smudge with blood that isn't mine. Sometimes, it writes back. We three remain. One lost his hand, one became a priest. Me? I just wait. Each year we meet, draw the blueprints again, remind ourselves it's still down there. The trees part for me now. They recognize me, or what's inside me. I carry a lantern, but I don't expect it'll help. I go not to stop it, only to witness. At night, from above, you can see it. Red lines pulse beneath the water, shapes move like veins. One day it will speak, not in whispers, but in thunder. And when it does, the oceans won't separate continents. They'll swallow them,